Well, March is Brain Injury Awareness Month, and this year's theme is Not Alone.
You know, brain injuries are touching more lives as we learn about head injuries in sports. We're hearing about this a lot, and also, you know, for our veterans. This is a big deal. Joining us are the folks from Special Tree. This is Michigan's first and oldest rehabilitation provider. Jack Richert, Lindsay Woline, and Jennifer Weiss with us this morning. It's good to see you all.
Good morning.
Yeah, good to have you with us.
Thank you so much for being here.
This is very cool. We were talking about this device and how it interacts with somebody that needs some assistance or some training in a sense. Explain this to us.
Well, I'm not a clinician. I'm going to let the clinicians talk about that.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a great device. It shows a visual for the client and for also the clinicians looking at it. It's got graphs. It's got a gaming feature, so you're giving great feedback for the patient initially, and then also as clinicians we're able to take data and just continue to mark that progress. So it's a really great tool for us to use.
So you take all that data, and then how does that help you help your patients?
So they're looking at the screen as it's active, and then when we're taking data, then we know what to do, how to push further, how to make things stronger for the patient. It keeps clinicians more in key to what's next, how to keep progressing, and it keeps the patients motivated.
So how does it work? How does this help with the swallowing process?
Sure. So there's an electrode here. We have electrodes here that are attached through Bluetooth. So there's no cords between the patient and the device.
Okay.
And so when she swallows or makes any movements, it can be used for speech as well. So any kind of movements with speech and swallowing, she is going to swallow, and the device shows her what she's doing. There's various things there.
And forgive us for being in the dark. When someone has a brain injury, is this a common issue, the swallowing process that manifests itself?
It is. It's very common, actually.
Is
so many people go through that. And swallowing is what we do every day with drinking and with eating and even with talking. And just every day, what we're doing all day long, we swallow.
So are you swallowing right now, or can you demonstrate that for us?
Yeah, we're going to show that.
Okay,
Sure.
awesome.
Yeah. So we have an exercise here. It's set to the kangaroo.
All right.
Jenny, you've got your, okay, you've got your water. And here we go.
All right, so what does Jenny do? She literally will just go through this process. Go ahead.
Yep. So it's.
And the intent is what here? What's happening? She's actually drinking the water, and that's making the kangaroo go farther. So there's a fun interaction here besides it being something with a clinician.
So when she's looking for that coin, so when that coin comes along, she's jumping up. The jumping up comes from her swallow.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Interesting.
Very interesting. So this makes it easier for patients too, because sometimes you might think you're doing something, or it feels like it would be kind of subjective when you're telling the person taking care of you what you think you're feeling.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, historically, clinicians have gone by what does it feel like? Do you understand what's going on? This device allows the patient to actually see the reaction of their muscles on an ongoing basis. So it creates a better environment for them to understand exactly what's going on with them.
So what other services do you offer?
Well, Special Tree is a fairly large organization. We're based in Romulus. We have an inpatient neurorehabilitative center out in Romulus. We have residential sites in 5 counties in Michigan: Wayne, Oakland, Macomb, Saginaw, Midland counties. Residential sites, apartment complexes, outpatient centers, all for persons who've sustained traumatic brain injuries and spinal cord injuries.
And that includes a lot of kids.
Lots of kids programs. We have an after-school program. We have a summer program for kids, and occasionally we get a really injured kid in our inpatient facility. We really encourage those kids to go home.
Well, good to see you all. Thanks. This is really interesting and, of course, so helpful. Information on Special Tree, including their locations around the state, programs, and services. Check out their website at specialtree.com.